So what exactly is the difference between a low price shoe, a medium price shoe, and a high price shoe?
Well, in this video, we're going to be comparing the Yonex Strider Flow, which is around £50, the Yonex Strider Beat, which is around £75, and the Yonex Aerus Z, which is around £130. So Dean, instantly, when we start sort of looking at the appearance between these three shoes, you can really tell the difference between them.
I mean, obviously I'm holding the Aerus Z here, and you can tell already that they have like a very thin, slick profile, particularly when you compare that to the Flow, which naturally looks a bit bulkier here. And then the Beat kind of just naturally sits in the middle of these two.
Yeah, definitely. You can tell the difference, and you can tell sort of which one's going to be the slightly higher priced one, which one's going to be the lower priced.
So David, the feel and the flex of the shoes, they all feel very different?
Yeah, I mean, if we take sort of the Flow, it's really quite stiff. It feels really rigid. You get a bit of bend in the toes, but apart from that, not much. And we go to the Beat, you can definitely feel a little more. You can sort of feel it kind of caving in a little more towards this arch. And then Dean, you could demo that Aerus,
and flexible.
Really kind of that flexible shoe. You get a lot of bend in that. So then if we flip these shoes over and we sort of compare the bottoms, all three really good grip on them, not going to be sliding around at all. But then if we compare this archway here, you've got dead flat on the Flow, slight bit of bend here on the Beat, and then this real big indentation on the Aerus. And this is where they have their signature 3D power sheet, which just enhances your stability and prevents your foot from twisting.
So let's start with the Aerus Z shoes. And we have the ruby red and the blue grey with us, but there are lots of other different colours available, and we've been told lots more exciting colours coming soon. So let's look at the technology in these shoes. And they have the Power Cushion Plus, which allows for greater shock absorption and quick energy transfer. Yonex claim they can drop a raw egg onto a Power Cushion Plus mat and the egg will not break. Only one thing we can do, take their word for it. So the Aerus Z is the lightest shoe in the Yonex range. This is partly down to its MS Lite X midsole material. So these shoes have a seamless upper design made from 100% recycled material, which allows for a greater fit, breathability, and more flexibility.
So let's move on to the Strider Beat, the mid-price shoe in this selection. Now this has the Power Cushion in it, not the Power Cushion Plus like in the Aerus, so I recommend not dropping your egg from 12 meters. So the technology in this shoe is slightly less than the Aerus. You're missing that MS Lite X midsole material, so you are getting a fractional bit more weight in these shoes, but it still does have this sleek upper design for that breathability and flexibility. So moving on to the Strider Flow, and this is their entry-level shoe. So we are expecting a lot less technology compared to that top-range Aerus. Now it does have this Power Cushion, not the Power Cushion Plus, and you are gaining quite a bit of weight in this shoe. It's not got that MS Lite X midsole, but what you are getting is a very stable shoe. They have designed this for that entry-level player, making sure you are in a shoe that is going to support you when you're moving around the court. Badminton is a sport where you're having to change direction and move laterally a lot, and if you're new to the game, support is the thing you are going to be wanting. So we're going to test all three shoes out, going from the lower price all the way up to the top price and play some rallies. First impressions, Dean?
I mean, definitely heavier than what I'm used to, not as much bend, but for me, still feel reasonably comfy and feel like I'd be okay playing badminton in these for sure.
Definitely. Let's get some rallies in. So what did these feel like when we're actually playing? Well, Dean, I definitely started to feel that stiffness. Not as flexible as the shoe I'd normally kind of play in.
Yeah, definitely, as we mentioned at the start, a little bit heavier, and we noticed that when we're moving around, but we have to kind of bring back who are these shoes aimed at and what exactly are they for?
Definitely, and as an entry-level shoe, you do get that stability. I did like that. They do feel comfortable. It's just when you go up those levels, you're going to want something slightly lighter and maybe a bit more flexible. Now, what we do often see is people playing badminton, not in badminton shoes, Dean, and we can't stress how important it is. Our sport is so dynamic, so much change of direction, lateral stability needed, that badminton shoes, no matter what level, you need to be wearing them. So moving on to our mid-price shoe, the Strider Beat. Now, Dean, we've both instantly said quite tight. So what we'd recommend if you're buying this shoe, maybe go up half a size or even a whole size, because these do feel a little snug.
So putting these shoes on, already feeling actually a little bit more comfort and particularly stability than we did with the previous shoes. So let's see how they play. Let's have a hit.
Right, now, after playing in these, whilst yes, they are tight, I can definitely feel the difference, Dean, compared to that Strider Flow.
Definitely, a nice flexibility. Felt a lot lighter than maybe, as you said, the Strider Flow, so felt we could get about the core a little bit more. I actually found the grip was a little bit better as well. Could push off a little bit more than the other shoes.
Yeah, I mean, as a mid-price shoe, I definitely feel this is very much getting towards the normal level of shoe I would expect to play in. Now we're in the Aerus 7, the top range shoe, and I mean, we've both just said flexibility definitely in this. You can feel the shoe bending a lot more comfortably. Feel-wise, compared to that Strider Beat, actually, kind of not too dissimilar, I'd say, but definitely flexibility is the big one here.
So who are these shoes for? Well, maybe you play badminton a lot during the week and you want a shoe that is lightweight, comfortable, and going to give you the maximum support. But this shoe could also be for someone that plays badminton maybe a little bit less, but happy to pay a higher price tag for the top of the range shoe.
So as expected, these do feel the best. They're the ones we're most used to. Very flexible, very stable, and really do feel super light.
So as you look at these shoes, they do look on the narrow side. And this has been a complaint in the past that people with wide feet have struggled with these type of shoes. Yonex have addressed this issue by bringing out a wide fit option, which is suitable for all.
So what do we think about these three differently priced shoes? Well, firstly, as we mentioned earlier, we think anyone playing badminton should be in at least some type of badminton shoe. If we compared all three, if you're new to badminton, if you can get to that middle priced shoe, we actually think you're getting your best bang for your buck. But if you are wanting maximum stability, flexibility, and a lightweight shoe, you can't go wrong with the Aerus Z.
So thanks for watching this video, and if you liked the content, please hit the like and subscribe button and head over to our Instagram and give us a follow.